Hey y'all, we're off to work again. Well, I'm off to take him to work. I gotta run an errand, then I'm gonna get to writing today. I got my tablet right here, and I've got my keyboard. Hold on, it's a little dusty in that crevice. Hold on. So got my keyboard right here so that I can type on my tablet without necessarily having to type on the screen, which I absolutely love because it's like having my laptop without having my laptop. My laptop I'm going to use for all my final drafts, right before I go to publish it. So I do everything on the tablet as a rough draft and do all my editing and my correct sentencing and words and how I want it to sound before I basically copy and paste it into Microsoft Word. When I get it into Microsoft Word is where I can set up like the chapters, whether I want just numbers or if I want them to have titles. But for just a little notepad that I have I just have numbers, so I can decide later whether I wanted to have a chapter title or not. Because I noticed some of the books that I read, the chapters, they don't have titles per se, unless it's like a chapter that's pertaining to something specific. But I'm not, I might not do this for this particular book. My neighbor's basement, which I'm doing a rewrite on. Each one of those titles do have, each one of the chapters do have titles, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna keep the same chapter titles, but for each chapter that I add, of course, it's gonna have a different title. Oh, hello, where did you come from? Alrighty. Hello. I know you can probably see half of my mouth and an eye.
That's called a cyclops.
I know, right? It's like, if it was like the eye in the middle of my face, like if it was like right here, then you can call me a cyclops. Hey, which brings us to X-Men.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite X-Men?
Okay, no doubt Wolverine.
Okay, that's definitely one.
But I would also have to give it to Nightcrawler.
I knew you were gonna say that for some reason, because that's the only thing I could hear in my head was Nightcrawler. What was that?
I don't know.
I think somebody tried to call me, but then I guess changed their mind. Okay.
It's not just because my favorite color is blue.
Mm-hmm.
But he can just pop in from one place to another, with no time at all.
Oh, he can teleport. Yeah.
All you have to do is just think of a place and he's there.
It has to be a place that he's seen before.
Which, of course, also reminds me of another movie where they jump from one place to another.
Jumper.
Yep.
I knew you were thinking that too. So you like the idea of being able to teleport?
Yeah.
So let's just say if I didn't have the car, you'd still be able to get to work on time?
Yeah. Because I'm familiar with work, of course, how to get to work.
Yeah. And just make sure you teleport to work and not to Barnes and Noble's.
Oh, even if I do go to Barnes and Noble's, all I gotta do is walk to work.
I almost felt like the car vibrated for a moment. But the car lets me know when I go over the double line in the road, fortunately. So if there's no cars coming. Well, usually it lets me know. It doesn't do it every time, but let's see. Nope, it didn't do it. Okay. It didn't do it that time. But most of the time, it does. Like, if it's driving, it's not driving itself, but it's more like a guide than actually driving on its own, which I love about this car. I don't know if I've formally introduced y'all to Wade, though. This is my baby.
Say hi, Wade.
Wade does not speak. This is not Kit. I mean, it would be awesome because I think he would have the same personality.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know who Kit is, I want y'all to Google Knight Rider. Knight Rider. Was a good show.
Yes.
The car was the best thing about that show.
What I didn't like was the up-to-date version.
I know. It was kind of sucky.
Yeah.
That's just our opinion. For those who did like the updated version, I'm happy for you. But sometimes you just like the originals.
I like the OGs.
Yeah, I guess so. Alrighty. Heck, I can still see Denny's from here. That is a tall building.
Denny's?
We can see the Denny's headquarters from where we live. But it is such a tall building that even when we go like further out, you can still see it. It's like that building is looking over all of Spartanburg.
I see all.
Not all. You don't see it all.
This is true.
It's like if you could see over into the Atlantic, that's pretty far.
Yes.
But like, how tall would a building have to be to see from Spartanburg to the Atlantic Ocean? It'd have to be pretty tall.
Almost the size of the Eiffel Tower. Maybe?
I would think taller.
What's taller than the Eiffel Tower?
What do you mean, what's tall? I'm sure there are plenty of things taller than the Eiffel Tower. I don't trust you. Probably could have, but no. Oh my God. Traffic.
Best and worst things about going to work.
Traffic.
Yeah, that's the worst.
What's the best?
I can't really think of anything.
You can't think of anything worse than traffic trying to get to work.
Well, there are cops and there are accidents.
Unfortunately, there's neither right now.
I'm glad to say there are no accidents.
Yeah, we're glad to say that too. Straighten this out. Okay. Oh, were you supposed to be getting anything to eat before you go in or no? I can't remember. Because I don't think there's a line over there. And
No.
you've got at least about 20 minutes.
Well, yeah, I got plenty of time, so.
I got time.
Alright, par.
Hey. Robert Parr is Mr. Incredible. Okay? He's incredible. Are you trying to say I'm incredible? He's saying I'm incredible. That's what I'm going to take from that.
I wish I was like Dash, though.
Dashel Parr.
You know, speaking of which, I never did ask you, what's your favorite mutant? Who's your favorite mutant?
Storm is number one to me.
Okay.
And I do like Jean Grey. And not even as the Phoenix, as actually just Jean Grey. I do think she's pretty cool. Although I would not make her mad because, you know, she can do things. without the Phoenix abilities. She can still get in your head.
And if any of you've seen X-Men 97, Goblin Queen.
Oh, no. That's Madeline. Madeline Pryor? No bueno. I'm not messing with her either.
She basically has a sister, if you think about it.
Yeah, she has a twin.
I don't know if they explained it in 97, but she was talking to Wolverine, and I think she said, like, she said something similar. Like, you realize I have a sister now.
Okay.
And he was still uncomfortable.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop it here because I gotta call my mom. So we will be back with another part 2. Bye.
Bye.